Hello, could I order a chicken festival, please?
I'm sorry?
Could I order a chicken festival, please?
Chicken festival?
Yes.
Sorry, what's that?
The pizza?
Pizza?
Yes.
We don't sell pizza here, sorry.
Oh, well, could I order a prawn sarg then?
Prawn sarg?
Yeah.
No, we don't sell curry either, sorry.
Oh. What do you sell?
Well, hats. We're a hat shop.
Ah, in that case, have you got anything with twinkles on?
Twinkles?
Yes.
Like stars?
No, twinkles.
We've got this fez in the shape of a parsnip.
Well, I suppose that'll have to do, won't it?
An excellent choice, sir. That'll be 3 kisses, please. Soft lips.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was just saying it started raining.
Ah, yes.
See you next week then.
Yes, I suppose so.
Ciao. Fly you to the moon and back if you
Well, yeah, I've started it anyway, so
It's all a load of nonsense.
yeah. Everything is a load of nonsense. COVID's back
It's back, yes.
since last time. We've
There it is.
we thought it was over, but it isn't. It's returned, unfortunately. So yeah, welcome to Pit of Chimps, episode 27,
Yeah, I think so.
I think. Probably.
Next episode's going to be a big one.
28, my lucky number.
Yeah.
Yep. Sponsors?
Yeah, do you want to... Have you got any sponsors?
I'll lead off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember it's so I didn't say ads this time, so it was,
Yeah.
I've got it right. I'm one step further along than I was last week. Anyway, that's so sponsor number 1. Are you tired of walking around your house at night?
Yes.
Then call Luxurious Horse Rentals and make walking around your house at night a more luxurious experience. We'll deliver a horse straight to your door along with all the apples and water it'll need to survive your rental period. Luxurious Horse Rentals. Get your balls out.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to utilising them. Have you had a chance yet?
I haven't yet, but I've got the app. The
that's
Luxurious Horse Rentals app. There's just a bit too many ads on there for my liking, so
Yeah.
for like Arrow, Crush, Legacy or whatever. And,
Well, they are sponsoring us, so we don't want to put people off.
yeah. If you like ads, get the ad. If you don't, just give them a ring.
Yeah.
I don't know their phone number.
I think it's 2.
Probably 2, yeah.
We're also sponsored, of course, as always, by Craig's Bar,
Of course.
Cardiff's premier bar, hotel, what else is it?
Country.
Crash. Yeah, it's a country now, it owns Portugal.
Uh-huh.
And we are still sponsored by Cracker Jack's Wacky Facts.
Oh, yes.
And they've given us a few facts.
Okay.
So if you want a fact, get in touch with Cracker Jack's Wacky Facts.
By
So
fax.
By fax, via fax, yeah. Here's a few facts here. Barbados is actually spelled Titty. It's just pronounced Barbados.
Ah.
I actually didn't know that.
No. I've been spelling it wrong my whole life.
Yeah.
Every week for my entire life I spelled Barbados incorrectly.
Triangles actually have 5 sides, but you never see 2 of them because they're white, and triangles are always drawn on white paper.
Oh, yeah. That's
so you
true.
only see the 3 black sides.
Somebody did try to draw one on a blackboard once with some chalk, but it ended up just being a pentagon.
Yeah. And finally, Uri Geller was a member of 90s German electronic group Jam and Spoon. Don't know if you remember Jam and Spoon from the 90s.
Kraftwerk.
No, Jam and Spoon.
Oh no, I don't know any other German acts other than Kraftwerk.
He was the elusive 3rd member Ladle, but they kicked him out when Spoon got jealous of him because ladles are bigger than spoons.
Ladles are bigger than spoons. They're like giant spoons that are sort of for soups.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're also sponsored by Ant Porcelain's Porcelain Undertakers, delivering a porcelain funeral experience with our speciality porcelain undertakers. Call now.
Oof. So the Undertakers are porcelain.
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
they do an entire porcelain funeral apparently. So
Nice banging in the studio. Yeah.
yeah, it's hammering week.
I think that's the porcelain Undertakers.
It might be the porcelain undertakers. They're hammering down. Maybe we're in a coffin doing this and we don't realise it. A porcelain coffin.
Yeah, hopefully.
And porcelain's porcelain undertakers. Coffins for all. Anything else?
Just our normal sponsor.
Big fella. And I've got the fruit rankings this week. I thought I'd
Excellent.
start open with the thing everyone wants to know about.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about Tangerine's return to the top.
Has it retained itself at the second week of its new reign at the top of the fruit rankings? So at number 5 this week, it's clementines.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. At number 4 this week,
Warning.
it's nectarines.
Oh. I think I can see where this is going.
At number 3 this week,
Self-destruct sequence activated.
it's satsumas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Number 2, I think I know what the top 2 are going to be. What order are they going to be in though?
I don't know. At number 2 this week, it's an origami representation of Wyoming.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
No, it's new entry at number 2.
Very exciting.
And at number 1 this week, it's tangerines. It's retained its spot at the top of the fruit rankings. Yeah, Paul wanted to put blood oranges in, but I talked him out of it
Yeah.
because it's just not acceptable.
No, well, it's good to see Tangerines are still there. At least we've got some consistency in the world.
Yeah.
I've got a letter here from a fan.
Okay.
This is from Gary the Bastard,
Right.
who resides in Kent. He writes, "Hi Jimbos, how's it going? I don't care, I'm too busy for that shit. Just got a quick question for you, but I really do have a lot on, you know? I'm a top dog corporate son of a bitch, and I don't have time for your silly nonsense. I've got a big meeting coming up with a tall and powerful man. What should I wear to said meeting? Gotta go now. Sorry I didn't have time to listen to your answer, but I really am in a rush. Hope to see you soon, but you'll have to speak to my PA to see if he can fit you into my schedule. Gary."
Right. Yeah. Everybody's in a rush these days. Everybody's
Yeah.
just rushing around here and there, listening to the band Rush, and looking at the many posters of Ian Rush, the football player.
So what do you think he can... I mean, it doesn't matter, because by the sounds of it, he's not going to be able to listen to the response, but what do you think he should wear to his meeting?
So he said the guy was tall, that he's meeting, very tall.
And powerful.
And powerful.
He's
So
a man.
I would go with a pair of like stilettos or something like platform shoes, like those 70s ones that people used to wear in the discos. What were they called?
Goldfish.
Yeah, with goldfish in them, but not actual real goldfish.
Yeah.
And maybe a top hat. So I'm just accentuating the height here so that he can feel like he's on terms with this person.
That's good, yeah.
And maybe, because he said he was powerful, perhaps some sort of bow tie.
I was going to say a bow tie and nothing else.
A bow tie with the flag of Iceland printed upon it.
Yeah.
The country, not the supermarket.
Oh, I was thinking the supermarket.
No.
Well, there you go, Gary. You're not going to have time to listen, but
You can't say fairer than that, though.
yeah.
You really can't.
We've also got a fax that came in from an undisclosed sender that just said the words "savvy is coming," and I wasn't sure what.
Savvy?
Yeah, SAVY. I wasn't sure what that was in reference to.
That doesn't sound too promising.
It didn't say who it was from. It was just an A3 fax
A3.
in Arial black font, size 36. Black. Savvy is coming in caps, all caps.
Black Savvy?
No, sorry, the text was black.
Oh, okay, the text colour was black.
The colour was black, and
Okay.
it just said Savvy is coming.
Okay, I'm with you.
Not Black Savvy is
Alright, I don't know anything about Savvy, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know
what's going on there.
was in reference to.
Hey bastard, I have a letter here, a celebrity letter. It's addressed to you, so I'll read it out to you.
Okay.
Hey Tom, it's the real deal here. Do you know who it is?
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm writing to say I'm a huge fan of the show, in brackets especially you.
Oh, thanks.
Keep knocking out the competition. I'm about to board a plane to Portugal. I hear they have a, in quotation marks, lucrative offer for me.
Oh.
Yours forever, Amanda Holyfield, the boxer.
Amanda Holyfield.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
The former heavyweight champion of the world.
Good friends with Mike Tyson now.
Yeah, Amanda, the real deal Holyfield. Or Holyfield, or however he wants to say his name. So there you go.
So presumably he's going to Craig's bar.
Well, he's going to a Craig's country, Craig's PLC.
Yeah. Because they now own Portugal.
Talking of Portugal, I also have the Land Dallas report.
Oh.
If you're interested.
I wonder what Craig's related antics he's going to be getting up to.
Well, Land Dallas this week has travelled to Portugal to do a review of Portugal.
The entire country.
Yep.
Oh, Craig's PLC as it's now called.
Well, it starts like this. His fax reads, stepping off the aeroplane, the air held thick with a Portuguese aroma. Welcome to Portugal, a subsidiary of Craig's PLC, a sign read. I approached the customs booth at the airport and was asked for my passport. Please bend over and pull your undies down, sir, the customs officer commanded. As I began yanking down my lace lingerie, my package flapped out, receiving a small round of applause from those in the queue. Do it again, but slower, the customs officer yelled, punching the plexiglass. I pulled them up and then slowed the pace of my undies removal this time. The officer reached out through the hole in the glass and swiped my passport down the crack of my bum. That's how he's written it. You're free to go. Please enjoy your stay in Portugal, a subsidiary of Craig's PLC, and please enjoy this fabulous pork mojito.
Hey.
I was handed a cocktail with an umbrella and sparkler sticking out of the glass. I whispered, I'm in Portugal, a dream come true, near breathless with joy. Every billboard and sign and advertisement on the side of buses were Craig's related. Welcome to Portugal, the taxi driver said, as he leapt from behind his vehicle wearing nothing but nipple tassels. Would you like me to drive you to the nearest Craig's bar? 5 seconds later, he dropped me off at Craig's bar. 7 hours later, I staggered out of the bar, the Portuguese man-o'-war still hanging out of my ass. I said goodbye to the receptionist, who ignored me, and headed out into the overcast streets of Porto de Egmore. All in all, I would give Portugal a perfect 10 out of 10, a fun day out for all the family.
Ooh.
So there you go, Land Dallas. He's been having a fun old time in Portugal, a subsidiary of Craig's PLC.
Yeah. Sounds like a great country now.
Well, they've certainly gone up the rankings. Maybe they will have the country rankings next week.
Oh, could
or
do.
next, 2 weeks.
I've got some happy birthdays to give out here.
Oh, okay.
It's from some of our fans, our listeners. Happy birthday to Shelley McFuckswallop, Darren Clamp,
Yes.
Dreamy Ken. Happy birthday to Eggsy and the boys.
Happy birthday, lads.
Happy birthday to Hillary the Very Serious Man.
Of course.
Happy birthday to the Shiny Potato. And finally, of course, happy birthday to Aberystwyth Jones.
Ooh. Is the Shiny Potato any relation to Ultimate Potato?
No, sadly not.
Oh, okay.
I think you've got a birthday coming up soon, haven't you?
I have on... Well, it's in the past now.
yeah.
After this show's been released, it'll be in the past. But yeah, I do have one coming up. But also it has happened.
Well, what is time anyway?
Already. It's coming up to us, but it's in the past to those who are listening.
Spooky.
Yeah. Maybe it resides in both the present and the past.
Probably
At
does.
the same time. I got some pub names for you.
Okay, are these actual pubs or suggestions?
Suggestions for pubs that I'm thinking of opening.
Okay.
So you just give me a yes or a no to if you think they're alright.
Okay.
So the first one is the Grape and Dodgem.
No, I'm going to say no to that one.
The Cheese and Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, yes.
The Large and Sylvia.
Yes.
Clark Allen's Big Pub. That's a joint venture with me and Clark Allen, who owns Clark Allen's Big Store.
which is owned by
Craig's PLC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll eventually just become a Craig's bar.
Well, yes to that then.
Printmybooze.org. That's going to be an online pub.
Sounds good. You print your booze through your printer.
Yeah, effectively. Yeah, just
That's
pictures
like-
of pints.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Spicy Flannel Inn.
Yeah, I'll take that one as well.
Okay,
They
good.
all sound good, apart from whatever one I said no to.
The Grape and Dodgem.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Well, I've got some.
Quest.
Oh, I accept the quest.
A 12-year-old girl with a condition which makes her look 75 years old wants you to show her the many delights of sunny Alaska. You look down at her wrinkles hands and sigh angrily.
Oh.
What is the success percentage of the quest?
I've got to show her around all of Alaska.
The delights of sunny Alaska.
Okay. So that could just be a few things. She's got old, wrinkly hands, though, so.
Well, she's got old, wrinkly everything. She looks 75 years old, but she's actually 12.
Like that thing in Don't Look Now, the film.
Benjamin Button.
Murderer. And him.
Yeah.
Well, taking all things into consideration, the success percentage is going to be around 47%.
Oof.
I've got some exciting news. I've come up with an idea for a game.
Okay.
So this is going to be a PlayStation 4 game,
Mm-hmm.
or PlayStation 5, whenever that comes out. The title for it is Top Anthea 1986.
PlayStation 5's already out when people listen to this podcast. It's probably already out.
Okay.
Like, it's out at the end of this year, but I think if someone's listening to this episode in 2021 or beyond,
Okay.
then it'll be in the past.
Well,
But as of right now, it's in the future.
I'll release Top Anthea 1986 on PS5 then.
Release it on Atari.
Okay. So the characters and the plot of the game are still to be decided. I haven't come up with that, but I have come up with some controls.
How much RAM will I need?
2,
2, okay.
at least.
Mm-hmm.
But we recommend 6.
Okay.
So here's some of the controls. So the triangle button, that's going to move the character.
Mm-hmm.
So you press the triangle button, the number of spaces you want to move multiplied by 3.
Okay.
Right? So, and then your right analog stick, you press that in to rotate your character.
Oh, okay.
And you press it, the number of degrees you want to rotate, divided by 6.
Well, that sounds
So-
simple enough.
Yeah, I've tried
That's-
to keep it really straightforward.
It's
So,
self-explanatory, really.
I mean, for example, if you wanted to move backwards 5 spaces, you first need to rotate 180 degrees.
Mhm.
So you press the right analog stick, 180 divided by 6, which is 30.
Yeah.
So you press it 30 times. Then you press the triangle button, 5 multiplied by 3, so 15 times.
Got you.
Um,
It's a bit like those old wrestling games, and this is how you
yeah,
perform a finisher.
it's pretty, like I say, self-explanatory. The X button will restart the game from the start,
Mm-hmm.
so you want to avoid pressing that at
Yeah.
all costs. The circle button will navigate the camera movement, and it's going to come with a manual with a list of hundreds of different camera angles, which will be assigned to a number of times you press the circle button.
Mm-hmm.
And then the direction pad will control your attacks. So up does a sideways attack, right does a downwards attack, down does a diagonal attack, and left does a flying kick attack.
Okay, yeah.
But it depends if that's only when you're facing an enemy, and if you're not facing an enemy, there's a series of different attacks depending on which angle you're facing, and there's a manual to list all of those as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the square button does a pose.
Okay, yeah.
So they're the controls. Again, the characters and plot still to be decided.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think the
Controls is
mechanics-
the most important part of it.
Yeah, the
May I-
mechanics are pretty solid.
May I throw in a suggestion?
Yeah, of course.
You said X. I would like to suggest that the X button,
Mm.
if you press it twice, it saves the game.
Okay,
If you press it twice fast.
but you have to do it really fast.
But it has to, yeah.
'cause if you just press it once, it'll restart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be a nice option.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way to save.
You have
Yeah.
to do it really fast.
Yeah. But it has to be within a certain amount of time space between the first press and the second press.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to start again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I once played a game where if you died in the game, you couldn't play the game ever again.
Like life.
Yeah, but it was on PS2,
Oh right.
and it cost like over £100 to buy because you had to buy this big, like, giant robot with it, and it used to go in your front room like a command center thing, and you had to sort of sit in it and then you press X,
Right.
and you eject out of your room. Yeah. But if you press Y really fast,
Why?
yeah,
What's why?
it's on the Xbox version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not familiar with Xbox.
It wasn't on Xbox, so it doesn't really matter if you press Y or not.
Okay.
But if you did press Y on your
Yeah.
Xbox, it wouldn't do anything because the game's not on Xbox.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Speaking of computers,
Uh-huh. I've got a computer.
a few.
I got 3 RAM,
Oof,
and I've
pretty
got
powerful.
4 bytes of data on there.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've been busy designing an AI,
Okay.
which has been pretty exciting. So, it's an AI where you can ask it any question, and it'll give you an answer.
Okay.
So it's called Computer Alan.
Okay.
So
Computer Alan.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've named him. So I thought we could give it a go maybe here. So if you have to say, "Excuse me, Computer Alan, I'd like to ask you a question, Alan."
Okay, yeah.
So just say that.
Excuse me, Computer Alan, I'd like to ask you a question, Alan.
And now you can ask it a question and it should answer it.
Okay. Do I have to say that again, or do I just ask the
No, you
question?
can just go into it.
Okay. How many boys does it take to fill up a dreamboat?
Tonight we're gonna beat you at your own game. And after it's all said
hang
and
on.
done, you're gonna be picking splinters out of your fat asses all
Ooh.
night long.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
Wow.
I've been having this problem with Computer Alan where he's taken a liking to Scott Steiner, the professional wrestler.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just take him out of Scott's. Right, let me try again.
Okay.
Right, do you want to ask? You can either ask it the same question or another question.
Ask him a different question.
Go on then.
How many...
Oh, you'll have to say, Computer
Excuse
Alan.
me, Computer
Yeah.
Alan, I'd like to ask you a question, Alan.
Okay.
How many glasses are in the box of spices?
Cause you got some fat asses.
Oh, jeez.
Know what chance you have? You have no chance.
Hang on, he's still in Scott Steiner mode. He's
Oh.
really taken a liking to Scott Steiner.
Uh-huh.
We'll try one more time. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure. Hello, Computer Alan. I'd like to ask you a question, Alan. How can I fix my door? It's fallen off.
You have no chance, but you had a chance as you could run lickety split. But you can't run, because you got some fat asses.
No.
I think he's broken.
Jeez.
He's like stuck in Scott Steiner mode.
Yeah, he just really.
Tonight
loves-
we're gonna beat you at your own
stop.
game.
No.
And after
Computer
it's
Alan.
all said and done, you're gonna be picking splinters out of your fat asses all
Holler.
night long.
Holler if you hear me.
Oh well. I think I've got a bit of work to do. to
That
work on
prototype
but,
isn't working, is it? You might have to completely take off Scott Steiner mode
Yeah.
and maybe add in an extra, say, 4.5 RAM.
Yeah. Well,
That-
I'll work on that. Maybe next time we can try
Maybe.
Computer Alan again.
Maybe not. Who knows?
We'll see.
I've got a film idea for you.
Okay. go
I've
on
been
then.
giving you a few film ideas recently.
Mm.
So far, I'm 2 for 2. You've liked both of them as you play your role in this as the Hollywood executive,
Well, I'm in there with Netflix, of course,
And
and
I'm-
our reboots. But yeah.
and I'm going to pitch this film to you. So the working title of the film is The Battle of Portugal, and I was maybe thinking of having Martin Scorsese direct it.
Sounds good.
So the synopsis is, well, it's basically the entire plot. The year is 2074, so we're set in the future, or the past if you're listening to this episode in the year 2075 or beyond.
Yeah.
Portugal has arisen from a devastating civil war between the Portuguese Alliance and Craig's PLC. Battered souls and bloodied arseholes lay strewn across the streets of what was once Lisbon, sponsored by Craig's Bar. An androgynous human emerges from the rubble holding nothing but a pork mojito. This individual is revealed to be the Craig, and I'm thinking of having either Daniel Craig or Craig Charles play him. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking of having them both play him on a camera cut to camera cut rotation.
Ah, okay.
So each time the camera cuts away, when they cut back, it's the other one,
yeah.
and so on for the entirety of the film. You can take our bars, but you cannot take our freedom, Craig says, before delicately sipping his delicious beverage. It's an original line of dialogue there. Craig meets up with a few other survivors who are all Craig's Bar employees and part of the Craig's PLC faction, of course. Craig discusses what they can do to survive and potentially reclaim what's theirs. Portugal, I think they mean. A few years later, Portugal is thriving once again under ownership of Craig's PLC. People are happy living in their new Craig's brand apartment suites. The camera zooms in on Craig standing outside a newly opened Craig's Bar. The camera zooms out again to reveal why everybody is happy. The one thing they decided on, which would reunite the nation. A banner is hung above the door reading, "Extended promotion, 4% off child entry, in brackets, not applicable on Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Then the camera zooms in super fast on one of Craig's eyeballs. And in its reflection, it shows a crying child being herded into the bar. And then the credits roll.
Oh, very controversial.
I'm thinking either Martin Scorsese or like Todd Solondz could like maybe direct it.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Well, they're very similar.
Yeah, directors, yeah. I'm not interested in anybody else directing this film.
Is Turnip going to be in it?
No. We couldn't get the rights to Turnip. The Turnip estate, we're not having any of it.
In that case, I'm going to have to turn it down.
You're going to turn it down?
I'm going to have to turn it down.
Oh. That's a shame.
Wow.
That's a real shame.
On that note, just to brighten things up, I've got the top 10 spicy boys.
Oof, yeah, let's have it.
Here we go, top 10 spicy boys for the week. In at number 10, we've got former pro wrestling personality Sean Mooney.
The legend himself, yeah.
Number 9, former Labour Party leader Michael Foot. In number 8, we've got an undisclosed peach cobbler.
Yep.
Number 7, we've got Michael Spagg.
Of course.
Number 6, the weather lady Sian Lloyd.
Yeah, I know she is, but yeah.
Number 5, we've got Howard's, the star of the Halifax adverts.
Yep, we've met him, of course, our old friend. My account is still, the one he set up for me is still operational.
And maybe I'll put that photo of us meeting him on our Facebook page.
Maybe not, who knows.
We'll see. Number 4, former Ipswich Town football player John Walk.
Okay, yeah.
Number 3, rap star Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow, Ippy-O.
Number 2, champion of the TV game show Countdown, the one and only Chris Wills.
The legendary Chris Wills, yep.
And in at number 1, it is Deep Roy.
Deep Roy, again, he's
the spiciest boy.
He is the spiciest boy. So yeah, as you know, I've been intercepting your mail. It's a standard thing that I usually do. I usually give it to you a bit earlier on in the episode, but today I didn't.
Okay.
So
unless we edit it, where we put it back at the start.
No, staying here. Well, I mean, if the start, it would be the end to us, but it would be the start to people listening in the future.
Yeah.
So it would exist both at the end of the episode and at the start of the episode.
Spooky.
Simultaneously.
This is a very time-themed episode.
Yeah. Talking of time, here's the letter I've stolen for you, and I've read it, so you can read it out.
Okay, here we go. I'll take a photo as well, shall I?
If you want.
There's not as much visual stimuli.
No.
But
I mean, you can't expect visual stimuli from every different person who sends you mail.
That's true. Oh. Okay, so it's topped with, it says Happy Jones Mortician in the Chiller font.
So that's the time-themed thing, because it's the end of someone's life, a mortician.
Oh, well, it is timed.
Yeah. So, nice Chiller font there for you. Or is it word art? I couldn't work it out. Oh, I think it is Chiller, actually.
Yeah, it's got some blood dripping off of the edges.
Ooh, spooky.
It says, Hello, Thomas. I would like to offer you the job of mortician at my mortuary. Oh, brilliant. We've carefully read your offer. I didn't send an offer. And would like to decline. What?
Oh, they declined your offer.
Please read our terms and conditions for more information. You may be interested in taking on our services yourself, since due to your valve complications, we estimate you have 3 years to live.
Ah, nice pause there.
Yeah.
Is it written like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As they say, Can you only go to a mortician's once unless you work there, in which case you would go often, so go while you can.
Fair, that's a good phrase.
Yeah, it starts as a question and then ends up not being one. I'll just read it again. Can you only go to a mortician's once unless you work there, in which case you would go often, so go while you can. There we go.
I think that makes sense though, as a question.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's kind of a question command hybrid.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an old phrase, so I mean, it might have been written in Old English.
That's true. We can offer you a 2-berth, 4-berth, or 9-berth accommodation plan.
Oh, that's quite good though.
All the best, darling. Happy Jones from Happy Jones Mortuary. So they say
Let's break it down. Let's break it down a little bit. Yeah.
They've declined my offer, but they're offering me a job of a mortician.
That's good. But are they retracting that offer, or are they declining a different offer?
Yeah, because it starts saying they're offering me a job, but then it goes on to say they've read my offer and would like to decline. So, and then read their terms and conditions. You may be interested in taking on our services yourself.
Maybe like
as a customer.
Like being placed into their mortuary for work.
And then they can offer me a 2-berth, a 4-berth, or 9-berth accommodation plan.
By that, do they mean like casket or coffin or something?
I presume so. There we go.
Not bad.
Well, I'll get in touch with Happy Jones.
Bad work if you can get
mortuary. Yeah.
Can't turn down work in this day and age. The old COVID era, as they say.
Speaking of movies, to go back to when you were talking about movies and time.
Yeah. I've seen movies before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I saw 2.
I've seen Mac and Me, and I've seen Dunstan Checks In.
Oof.
Yeah.
I've seen Baby's Day Out and Blank Check.
Oh, Blank Check.
Yeah.
When the guy says juice about 5 times for no reason.
And Teen Agent.
Teen
Which
Agent?
has a different name in America or here.
The Teen Wolf.
It was about a teenager who becomes a secret agent.
Oh.
Accidentally.
Sounds good.
Good.
They used to love those teen whatever like films back in the 80s, didn't they? Like Teen Wolf, Teen Agent, Teen Man,
Teen Car,
Tina Turner.
I'm going to be recasting Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay.
The reboot. So
that was the good Star Trek series with Worf and Data.
They all only had one word for names.
That guy with the impressive beard, I can't remember his name. Riker.
Yeah, Riker.
Yeah.
Riker's Island. So Netflix have come to me, they were doing a reboot and they want me to cast the new reboot.
The only way that could have been better, that show, is if they took from Deep Space Nine Quark and put him in there. Or whatever his name was. Quark or...
I think it was Quark.
I don't know, whatever it was.
So... Ooh, that was a bit loud. Here we go. So the new cast for the reboot of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Are we going in from least important to most important order again, like last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So starting off with Tasha Yar.
Okay.
Who I think was only in the first season or 2.
First episode.
Yeah. She's going to be played by Labour MP Yvette Cooper.
Okay. I have no idea who either of those people are, the character or the MP.
Deanna Troi.
Yeah, I remember Deanna Troi.
Is going to be played by Lorraine Kelly.
Okay, yeah.
Worf, the Klingon, is going to be played by Devon Dudley.
Oh yeah, of course. Maybe New Jack, because that way he wouldn't have to alter any head makeup.
That's true.
Because he wouldn't have to like glue a Mars bar onto his forehead or whatever Worf was doing.
Commander Riker is going to be played by Noel Edmonds.
That makes actually a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Or Chris Rea.
Yeah, either or. Beverly Crusher is going to be played by Janet Street Porter.
Okay, yeah.
Wesley Crusher, her son, is going to be played by Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
But in the
naturally
90s, Sean William Scott.
Okay, so like a CG version.
Yeah. Georgie LaForge, the blind one, is going to be played by Science from Big Brother Season 6.
Okay, yeah. Science from Big Brother, you said, just to
Yeah.
clarify that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Season 6, Series 6.
That was the one with
UK
Gus.
Big Brother. No, Gus was in with John Tickle in
Oh, of course he was.
Series 4.
Mm-hmm.
Science was the one with Kinga, Maxwell, Eugene,
Mario,
Roberto,
Mania. Yeah.
Derek.
Okay.
It was a great, great series. Data is going to be played by Jedward.
Both of them
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah,
Okay. Maybe they could be like Sellotape back to back and play the role that way.
yeah, like Siamese twins.
Mm.
And finally, the main man himself, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, is going to be played by our old high school IT teacher, Mr. Parisi.
Gino. Ah. Gotta love Gino Parisi. He's ready.
Gino Parisi.
I think he's ready for the role. He's born for the role, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going to play the ship?
Well, we were talking to that dog,
Clifford.
the bounty hunter.
Oh, Dog the Bounty Hunter,
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant Clifford for a second, but...
Oh yeah, Clifford.
Yeah. Well, that one used to fly around in a plane. What was he called? Pippin or something? He used to, like, fly around with an old lady in a biplane.
Was this a television?
Yeah, it was
televisual show?
Yeah, it was a televisual show. This old lady would grab this dog and put him in a plane, and then they'd fly around for a bit, and then the show would end.
Listeners, what was that TV show called? Bugaboo
by Beyonce and the other two.
Email us at pitofchimps@org.net
org.net
or something.
/5.
And we'll read.
Oh, we can't accept any emails at the moment.
Because of COVID.
No, it's because we haven't got enough RAM.
Oh.
No,
yeah,
I think we need at least 5 RAM to do that.
Maybe in the future, if you write to us in the future, we'll read it out.
In the past. Now,
and then we'll do it.
And then we'll save all of the questions on a solid state drive so they remain within the confines of 0 time.
Yeah.
Negative time.
Time minus. So, shall we end it on the sex report?
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to say, should we end it then? And say, well, Happy Jones will be happy anyway.
Well, I'll just do the sex report and then we can
run away.
Leave it at that. Here we go. So, it's going to be a dry week in Scotland as a nationwide shortage of iron brew takes its toll on the population. There'll be just a handful of fucks taking place in Glasgow around midday on Thursday. It's looking tastier in the north of England though, as Newcastle and York will see week-long Extinction Rebellion protests taking place, leading to at least 25 hippies getting jiggy with it.
Oof.
In the south, things will be picking up after a rather disappointing start to the month. There'll be a record 78 shags taking place due to Wayne Lineker passing through the region. So
he's always going to boost up the rankings.
Yeah, that's true.
Scores.
So any mothers may want to lock up their daughters. In Wales and Northern Ireland, things will be much the same as last week, with an average bonk count of around 30. And that's the sex report.
So yeah, sounds promising.
Yeah.
The outlook is 5, I heard.
I think so.
The highest temperature is going to be 12, and the
Yeah.
lowest temperature is going to be 11.
Yeah, this will be around 11.65.
Yeah, roughly, something like that. Yeah, so we should probably wrap things up for this week, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks.
In the future.
Which is in
or
the future,
past,
or it
if
might
you're
be the
listening
past.
in the future.
Exactly, who knows? Time is an abstract concept.
Self-destruct sequence activated. Sequence activated. Sequence